guys, I'm here today with Miss Heather Crawford. She runs Heather Crawford Fitness here in Nashville. So we're going to talk about, I guess, mostly kind of her journey. Did you grow up like being into fitness and health, or did this kind of come about later in life?
Yes, definitely later in life. I mean, I was active as a kid. I was a gymnast and a cheerleader and a dancer, but...
Oh, show people your shirt too.
Oh yeah, nice shirt, powered by plants. But I was definitely not healthy.
Okay.
I grew up in the 80s with a working mom, and we ate everything out of a box and convenience, and so that's what I did too when I had my kids. We were doing everything out of convenience.
Yeah. And I saw this TEDx talk that you gave that kind of talked about, I guess, from doing things that way, what you learned,
Yes,
what to do, what not to do, and that kind of, I guess, catapulted your
for sure.
health and fitness career.
Yeah, well, so my son, when he was born, he was sick all the time. Chronic ear infections, upper respiratory infections. He actually has no hearing in his left ear now, just from all of the ear surgeries. And somebody asked me if I'd ever looked at anything nutritionally to help him, and I was like, no. I mean, we eat McDonald's, it's fine, right?
Yeah.
So I really started doing some research because it intrigued me.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't really want him on medication his whole life, so I just really looked at the connection between food and our immune system and even our behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And we just started making like little changes at a time. Specifically for him, because he was super hyper as well, we cut out red food dyes, which is in everything that kids eat. It's, yogurt and Jello and everything. And that, just one change, like, we noticed such a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
So we started making more changes and more changes. So that's really where it catapulted from. And
Mm-hmm.
you can hear the whole story on TEDx. It's a little long for this interview, but that's definitely where we started.
So you just discovered, based on your own research, like what to cut out and the red food dye and stuff?
Yeah, you can, if you Google things like food that triggers ADHD, you'll see like the red food dyes and all that. Food that causes more phlegm or inflammation,
Mm-hmm.
you know that it's going to be. They tell you it's dairy and gluten. Like, try to cut those things out and see if it helps. And so if it helps, you can keep cutting it out, and if it doesn't, that's not the one. But yeah, that's what we did.
So what do you kind of focus on with your business?
I started my business as a personal trainer. I did one-on-one sessions and a lot of group fitness. I love group fitness.
Mm-hmm.
I love to teach dance and boxing and all that stuff. But what I found was people really need a mindset shift. We have so much misinformation. We have so much, especially women, so much negative self-talk. And just, in order to make that lifestyle really transformation, we have to have a mindset shift. So I've really transitioned more into an overall approach with health coaching, where we really do focus on our mindsets. We do a lot of affirmations and body positive exercises and self-love things that make you feel yummy.
We need a lot of
Yes.
that. Yeah. What was I going to ask you? So there's kind of, I guess, two waves of thought I noticed with people in your industry. One is like cut it all out and just focus on, like the health and the whatever. And then there's some people who are like, yeah, do that, but have a donut sometimes too. So,
Yeah.
Which kind of road?
Oh, I definitely have a donut. I think when we go all in, right from the beginning, like if you're like, okay, today I am going to make this change, and you throw everything in your house away, and then you start, I'm only going to eat kale for the next month, like, you're going to fail. Of course you're going to crave a donut. And so the more gradual you can make it, and really just the more mindful you can become. Like today is Valentine's Day, and I am having a sugary filled coffee, which is, I usually just have black coffee, but hey, it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So keeping the balance. We have taste buds for a reason. We want to enjoy our life.
Yeah. So do you notice at all, like with you or your children or whatever, if you do sort of go back to the things that you didn't, or that you used to eat and you don't now, that it sort of sparks things back up again, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
So my son, well, he's almost 16 now, so this has been an almost 11-year journey. But even today, he will have sugar because it's Valentine's Day, and immediately like he will have this like nervous anxiety, like it just sparks it up. For me, I am very lactose intolerant.
Okay.
I didn't know that growing up. I just thought I was supposed to feel that way. But now when I, maybe I have a piece of pizza, I definitely feel it. So I have to decide whether it's worth it or not to do it. A lot of times it is because I like pizza, but
Yeah.
I definitely still feel it come back.
Cool. Okay, so people who are interested in working with you,
Yes.
how do they find you?
I don't have an A in my name, so it's
Right.
Hether Crawford is spelled Hether. Crawford.com is my website. I'm on Insta, Facebook, same handle. It's Hether Crawford Coaching on Instagram.
Okay.
And I have a program that I run just 4 times a year. It's
Okay.
called Transform 30. And this is for people that maybe want to go a little more all in. It's 30 days of just focusing on our health, overall health, still mind, body, soul. But it's kind of a more intense program, and it gets really quick results that helps you then transition into the maintenance. So again, I only offer it 4 times a year, and the next one is in April.
Okay.
So enrollment opens March 1st.
Cool. So are there like maybe 1 or 2 top sort of tips you can give people in general just about how to stay healthy, or like how to just be a better you?
Yeah. Well, let me start with something nutritionally because
Okay.
as I'm talking about coffee and all of that, I think most people, I would probably think the majority of people do not drink enough water. So that's always my first tip to everyone is to kind of track your water. I should have brought my water bottle over here, but I have a smart water bottle, and
Okay.
it's so cool. I got it for Christmas, and so it connects to an app on my phone and my watch, and it reminds me to drink water all throughout the day. It sets my goal based on my weight. It even factors in the weather.
Wow.
It's super cool. So the bottle lights up when it wants you to drink, and then when you reach your goal for the day, it like gives you like celebrations.
Nice.
So it's a really cool way to just track your water. You don't need a smart water bottle. You can just keep up with it.
Yeah.
But we really want to be drinking half of our body weight in ounces every day, on top of anything else we drink. So if we're also drinking coffee or tea, we need that extra water.
Yeah, I always just went by the rule of like it was like 8 cups.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, is that
Which is
about
a good.
right?
It's a good average, but it really is different for everyone.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah.
if you're a 250-pound man, you need a lot more water than a 12-year-old.
Right.
So
Yeah.
base it on that body weight. And then self-love I'm just so big on it. I really, really believe in affirmations. So again, that's something you can Google, just, maybe affirmations to feel better about your body or whatever it is that you might be struggling with, and just really read those every day.
Do you feel like people who are able to love themselves more are also able then to kind of incorporate that into their daily diet?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I really, if you don't love your body where it's at right now, you really are going to have a hard time changing it. Because we don't take care of things that we don't love, right? So if you've got a really crappy car that you don't care about, you've got trash in it, and you don't care what gas you put in it, like you're not washing it, you might forget to change the oil, because you just don't care about it. But I bought a car that I love, and I make sure my oil is changed, and I wash it every Friday, and there's no crumbs in it. We take care of those things that we love. So when we learn to love where we are right now, then we start doing things because we love ourselves.
That makes sense. Cool. All right. Well, I don't know if there's anything else. Anything else you want to share?
I love working with women specifically.
Okay.
I do work with men, but I definitely focus on women just because I am one, so I understand this.
Yeah.
But I also really love working with people who maybe want to start transitioning to a more plant-based diet.
Yeah.
That's something that when you try to do it on your own, sometimes you eat a lot more packaged processed food to just not eat meat. So I love to help people make that whole food transition.
Do you feel like it was challenging or not to help your kids make that change?
My kids are awesome. My daughter is now 20 and she's in college, and they do still eat meat, but they eat.
Do you eat meat?
I don't.
Okay.
maybe once or twice a year.
So do you recommend that for everyone, or that's just a
No,
personal?
that it's just a
Okay.
personal. It's just personal.
Okay.
I recommend that we kind of have 90-10 on our plate all the time. So 90% fruits and vegetables, and then maybe a 10% meat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my kids do a really good job with that.
So they started pretty young.
Yeah. Yeah, back when they just did what I told them to do. But
Our children do what you tell them to do.
sometimes. But no, I'm proud of my daughter in college and still living that healthy life. So my son is a little, harder. He's a teenage boy, but he does good.
That's good. Good. All right. Well, guys, check out Heather's website, Instagram, all that stuff. I'm going to link it here, and I'm going to try to also put her TEDx talk up.
Perfect.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for watching. Take some of her tips and love yourself and take it from there. All right, bye, guys. Bye.